This is the Panama Canal, a project so deadly and difficult that thousands lost their lives just to make it real. Today, it looks effortless, but building this passage was one of the hardest challenges in human history.
At first, many believed this project would never succeed.
A single idea to connect two oceans reshaped the world economy. But how did humans achieve the impossible? Before this shortcut existed, ships had to travel thousands of extra miles around South America. Violent storms and unpredictable seas made trade slow and risky. A direct connection between oceans could save weeks of travel time. Delays in shipping affected global economies and trade efficiency.
That's when the idea of cutting through land instead of sailing around it began to take shape.
The idea was simple in theory: cut through land to connect two oceans. Engineers began drafting plans for one of the boldest projects ever imagined.
But turning that vision into reality meant reshaping nature itself.
The terrain was uneven, mountainous, and extremely unpredictable. Early ideas struggled to solve the problem of elevation differences.
If successful, it would change global trade forever.
The first serious attempt began under French leadership. The man behind the Suez Canal believed he could repeat his success.
Heavy rains caused massive landslides, burying progress overnight.
Work began with high hopes, but little understanding of the environment. The project became one of the biggest failures of its time. The dream seemed impossible.
Illness spread rapidly, overwhelming medical facilities.
Tiny insects carried deadly infections that workers couldn't escape. Thousands of lives were lost during early construction. Costs spiraled beyond control with little progress. Confidence collapsed among financial backers. The failure turned into a global controversy. A new phase began under different leadership.
Efficiency replaced chaos. Efficiency replaced chaos.
Planning became more structured and realistic. Better tools improved productivity. Logistics were carefully managed. Strict organization ensured progress. Scientific methods were introduced to fight disease.
Understanding transmission changed everything.
Hygiene became a top priority.
Health improvements boosted morale. Massive machines replaced manual labor.
Teams worked in synchronized operations. The channel slowly took shape. Construction continued around the clock.
The scale of work was unprecedented.
Rain weakened the soil, triggering unpredictable landslides. Every step carried risk due to unstable ground conditions.
This section became the greatest obstacle in the entire Ilmash route.
Persistence eventually carved a path through the mountain. Excavated material was moved quickly to clear space. Rail lines were constantly adjusted to match progress. Elevation differences required a completely new solution.
Controlled water movement made lifting possible.
Massive gates controlled flow between levels.
Height differences were too large for sea-level design.
Careful planning ensured precision.
Precision ensured proper function. Scale was unlike anything before.
Each section was tested carefully.
Technology enabled massive El-Binad.
Structure became clearly visible.
Engineering success took shape.
The system was ready for use. Water control became essential.
Land was transformed into a massive lake.
This became a central pathway.
Travel became smoother. Nature was reshaped permanently.
Heavy machinery replaced manual labor, increasing speed and efficiency.
Powerful cranes handled massive structural elements with precision. Harsh conditions pushed equipment to its limits daily.
Coordination between machines increased productivity.
Innovation improved tools over time.
Teamwork was essential for progress.
Many lives were lost during construction.
Their sacrifice built one of the greatest wonders.
The first official journey marked a historic milestone.
controlled water flow powered movement.
Success was celebrated worldwide.
It symbolized a new era in engineering.
History was made in that moment.
Shipping routes became significantly shorter.
Trade expansion boosted economies.
Great achievements demand persistence.
Daily operations continue at massive scale.
Innovation overcomes impossible challenges. Time and effort create transformation. Limits exist to be broken. Nothing is truly impossible.